easy. It's a great beginner friendly one. And this is not just like the other square ones you've seen around. It has a little bit of curvature, which makes it a little softer on the edges. So let's do this. All right, I have everything here already set up, and I am going to, I have two pieces of fabric. It's going to be opposite pieces. It's a Christmas bowl cozy after all. So these are my pieces of fabric. I have my pattern here. You can pick it up from isewithjoy.com. This is what it looks like. And because I want to make this easy, I folded my pattern in half, so it's actually going to be quarters. In other words, I'll be folding my fabric in a quarter. So I folded it in half, and I'm going to quarter it when I do my cut, like so, okay? But I also want to append this, which is my cotton batting. I never waste batting. I always preserve it. So as you can see here, I have sewn it with a zigzag to put all the pieces together. So I'm going to go onto my machine and affix this to it. And I'm just going to do like quick straight lines just so that everything stays on, and then we'll start the sewing process. So you have the option, whichever way you want to sew it. I'm going to sew straight lines down. I don't feel like I need to do anything special here, and the goal is just to have this attached fully to my fabric. For this, I am not back stitching, so if you want to back stitch, you can. It's not required. And I know that there are people who like to do the crisscross thing with when appending the cotton batting. I am not one of those people. I actually prefer this. I feel like it's easier as a sewist. So, but do what works for you. So if you're just joining me, welcome. I am making a bowl cozy. And right now I'm affixing my cotton batting to my fabric. And because I don't like waste, if you've been following me for a while, you know I'm someone who does not like waste. So I use a zigzag to put it all together. And the pieces I have together, and I'm now just attaching it to my fabric piece. So if you have questions, leave them in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. Hello. Hi. Hi. I am making a bowl cozy. Thanks for saying hello. Hi. Thanks for stopping by. So I think I actually taught a class earlier today, and I think I will do a video about loading your bobbins, and I'm just stopping that there because I don't have any batting there, but this is my batting, and this is what it looks like on the other side. So now I'm going to take this and start the cutting process, okay? All right, so this is what I have. And like I said, I have a pattern here. I was going to fold it, but I think I'm just going to work this way instead. And I'm just going to place this on here, pin it. I want to sew that. Let me see which one is easier to work with. No, it has to be on the other side. I knew I measured it accurately, so okay. So I'm going to do this and fold it. Pin this on here. And then start my cutting process. So I do have a heat erasable pen, and that's what I'm going to use. Since I am just using it's kind of like a gel pen. I've had different experiences with heat erasable pen. Oh, this is not going to work for this color. Let's see if I can get a different color because it's red, and of course the pattern is right on the red piece there. So, okay. And then I will go ahead. And yes, I know I'm cutting it really close with the fabric. I do give extra allowance. Don't fall. When I'm sewing, or when I do my patterns, so it's okay. When I do my cuts, it'll be just fine. Let's switch into this pink because my red heat erasable pen is not going to show up there. Actually, I can use this here. And I can just do my curve there. And I will go ahead and just put this back here. So this is what this is going to look like. It's folded. And I'm going to go ahead and cut this. I feel like I should have a song that says, "To the salon!" But actually, you know what? I want to put this pin right in the middle so I don't want it to move around. And for those joining me, if you've ever seen me working, you know that I am an imperfect sewist, so this is a judgment-free zone. I know people feel that sewing should be perfect. Like I said earlier, I was teaching a class and my student ran into problems and she got a little frustrated, which, I could understand. And I told her, yeah, okay, maybe it's time to set it aside because if you're frustrated, it's no longer fun. And I am the first person, if I get frustrated, I am done. So I don't think people should continue if they're frustrated because it's not going to get any better. Let's just put it that way. Once you hit that point of frustration, it's time to be done. Okay. Okay. So we have our pieces here. I use this to stuff my poof. And this is what this looks like now. Oh, I have extra pieces around. And I will clean up the threads at the end, so don't worry too much about it. And now I'm going to take my second piece, which is right here. And since I already have this here, I'm going to put this right sides facing each other. So that's what it's going to look like. But because I have this folded, or I have this already cut in half, I'm going to mimic that and cut this piece. And then just pen, and then put them together. Okay. And where is my heat erasable pen? It's right here. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk like a I forget her name now, Miss Rachel, I think. I know a lot of kids love her show. My kids are too old for that now, but I'm sure if they were younger, they would love it as well. Because that's it has a red piece over here. I'm going to use my pink marker so that I can see what to do here. Okay, I can take this off and do my cutting. Am I the only person that really absolutely loves the way it sounds when it's cutting? I just feel like there's something kind of happy about it. I don't know. I can't explain it. It's an odd feeling. But I do like hearing my scissors go snip, snip, snip on fabric. Again, you can get this pattern from isewithjoy.com. The fabric itself is from Amazon. So, and it's like a half, what do you call it? It's not a full piece. It's half the piece. And of course, because my brain is tired, I cannot remember what these are called. So if you do remember, put it in the chat so someone else knows. Okay. So I'm going to set these all aside. And now that I have this is what it looks like. And they should basically just about match. That might be the other way around. Here we go. Okay. So these should all match now, and you're just going to go ahead and sew the pieces together like so. Okay, so let's go to the machine. To the machine! Like the thing goes to the salon! Okay. So we're just putting them together and sewing them down. So all you're doing is just where you have this V, you're just putting it all together. Okay. And then we will sew the ends around. How many places we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 V's, if for those counting. Bless me. Oh, like my kids will do, bless me. Just so you remember to say, bless you, Ma. So, bless me. I bless myself. Okay, so we have these, and then now we're going to turn it inside out once we're done sewing the edges. So you can't see the edges. So we're going to go ahead and sew the edges all around, but we're going to leave a place to be able to turn it inside out. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm going to put my pin here because I want to know that come back because that's where I want to turn it inside out, and then I'm going to go ahead and start sewing all around. Okay, so again, this is really quick and easy. I've just sewn it all around, if you can see that. So now the next thing I'm going to do is take this pin off because that's where I wanted to mark to remember where, the area I'll be using to turn it inside out. So I'm going to take off these loose threads. You don't have to, it's going to be on the inside, so no one's really going to see it, but you know, sometimes you want to have it look neat, or there's some people who just don't like the thought of having loose threads on the inside. If you're one of those people, well, this is for you. So if you're watching and you want to let me know where you're watching from, I'll give you a shout out. Or if you have questions about this, happy to answer. So now I have this and I'm just going to turn it inside out, okay? I ordered forceps to use for this sort of stuff. I did not even know that that was a thing until I saw a video online and I was like, oh my God, where has this tool been all my life? I know it's been in existence, but these ones are for crafts. And when I get it, I'll show you how to use it, but it's just so much easier than trying to poke your finger through everything and all of that. So me. This is where on TikTok you have the spit up video where people are just it goes through real quick. I'll do my own music. Uh-oh. Yeah, okay. My phone is about to die. Will you make it? Will you make it? Please do. Okay, well, before it dies, I've gotten the warning. You sew it in and where's my opening? You take the opening, sew it, and it'll make you a little bowl cozy. Sorry. I don't have time to turn it all inside and then iron. But thanks for watching. Okay, bye.